Hi guys,
Hey.
Mr. Stremmel here.
Mrs.
Dan Tro. Today we're going to be doing a video on rounding. You guys saw a video on what friendly numbers are, what midpoints are. Been working on it kind of for the last 2 days in class. Today we're showing you a video on that next step. So you can see behind us here, I have a little number line that goes, Mrs. Dantro.
Horizontally.
Yeah, but I mean, what are the numbers?
Oh, 700,
700,
800, those are friendlies.
and 800 are
Yep.
Why are they friendlies?
Because they are like me.
Okay, and they end in
Zeros.
zeros. And then what's this guy right here called?
That's our midpoint.
Our midpoint, right.
Yes.
So he's the number that falls in the
Middle.
middle. But
Meet me in the middle.
enough. But when we do rounding, we don't use a horizontal number line, do we? Would you like to take this number line and flip it?
We should.
Okay, on the count of 3, you're going to snap and point at that camera with me. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Wow!
Whoa! Look at
Look
that.
at it.
Number line is flipped because we're
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
So we have a little glitch here. Mrs. Dancher couldn't figure out how to make the number line so that you can see us.
I'll just
and the
one-eye
lines.
you.
So
Look.
all you're going to see is her left eye as we teach you friendly numbers and rounding today. Okay, anyway, we have a number right here, 700 and...
38.
I said that wrong.
Why?
I said it.
Oh, 738.
738. So when you guys find your number, you're going to remember that the first step is to what?
Well, find your friendlies.
No, we already found our friendlies. We
Oh.
have 700 and 800
Yep.
on the top and
We
bottom.
found our midpoint,
Our
750.
midpoint's there. So
Yep.
what do we do with our 738? What do we do?
Plot it on our number
Plot
line.
it. So can you say magical dots?
Magical dots.
Yeah, just keep talking.
Please go to
Oh.
where 738 would be.
Oh, this is a big dot for a little number line.
Where would that be?
How about right about, you see the top of the dot?
Yeah.
Right about there.
Can I tell you something?
Right.
How do you know it goes there?
Well, because I know
Can I
700.
tell you? Can my one eye tell you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because 700, and this is a 7, and this 5 right here is greater than this 3.
In the
so you
tens
can
place.
use place value that we already taught you
Hey.
to figure out where your numbers go.
Right.
So 738 would go right about where your dot is.
Right about there.
Which means
But don't make your dot that big.
it hasn't passed the midpoint.
No,
Which
it
means
hasn't. So,
it rounds.
well, hold on. Let's not go too fast.
Oh, come on. All right.
So when you go up, if you hit that midpoint, we talked about that Mario Kart booster and that it shoots up to the 800. If you don't hit that midpoint, what happens?
It shoots down.
It falls down. So our friendly number that we picked would be
700.
700.
Look at me trying to circle it, but it's
Where are
not-
you pointing to right now?
I'm trying to circle it, but it's backwards.
Okay, so anyway, let's recap. Place
Okay.
your dot where you think it goes,
Yep.
but if your dot's wrong, it can mess up your rounding.
Yep.
So make sure you accurately place your dot, use your place value.
Uh-huh.
If it doesn't hit the midpoint, it comes down. If it hits the midpoint, it goes up, and that's how you find the
What
friendly
if
number.
it lands
On the midpoint,
right on?
if it's
Go
on the midpoint,
Like your Steelers were not
well,
on point.
our hand,
Your Steelers were not on point last night. Where did they go? Down?
nothing new. But if it hits the midpoint,
Then it goes up.
always goes up. So the second it hits that line, that line, whoop, goes up to the top.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
All right. Till next time. Peace.
One eye.